Welcome to today's monologue. Today, I would like to share a very important lesson we learn hard way in life. And this lesson is very important when it comes to our relationships with our family, friends, spouses, and also people at work. So let's dive into this. So this lesson is don't try to change people and don't chase people as well, especially those who are not worthy of either. This is one of the biggest problems in relationships, friendships, family relationships, and even professional relationships. Because we spend enormous energy trying to explain things to people sometimes. We are trying to correct them, we are trying to make them see what is right. And we think if I just explain one more time, they will understand. But some people are not confused, they are simply unwilling. They are unwilling to admit their faults. They are unwilling to examine their behavior. They are unwilling to accept that they may be wrong. And this is especially true with toxic, obnoxious, and narcissistic personalities. These people have a remarkable ability to justify anything, even their wrong behavior. No matter what they do, they will find a way to explain it anyway. They can twist facts, they can shift blame, and they can portray themselves as the victim. And the worst mistake you can make is trying to convince someone who has no moral compass, someone who has no sense of right and wrong. You may bring logic, you may bring evidence, you may bring sincerity. But if the person has already decided that they will never admit their fault, then the conversation is pointless. You cannot change someone who refuses to see themselves honestly. And trying to do so brings nothing but mental burden on your side. Additionally, it will give you stress, frustration, anger, and endless arguments that lead nowhere. So now your mind becomes occupied with their behavior. You replay conversations in your head. You try to craft the perfect explanation. You hope they will finally understand. But after all these efforts, nothing changes because the truth is very simple here. Some people do not want to understand. And if they don't want to change, you cannot change them. So what is the wiser path? What is the better way? And that is boundaries, distance, silence when necessary. You don't need to win every argument with them. You don't need to prove every point with them. And you certainly don't need any validation from people who cannot even evaluate their own behavior honestly. So now, protect your peace. Guard your mental energy. Not every person deserves your explanation. Not every person deserves your effort. Instead of chasing these people, chase your goals. Shift your focus. Instead of fixing others, improve yourself. Instead of arguing endlessly, invest that time into your growth. Work on your health, your skills, your character, your purpose. Let life and sometimes fate handle the rest. And if they never learn their lesson, so be it. Because have you ever seen a bug? A bug likes to live in dirt and mud. That is its nature. You cannot convince the bug to prefer a garden instead. And that is not your responsibility to put the bug in the garden and to see the bug enjoy the environment in the garden. Your responsibility is to protect your mind, your peace, and your path, and keep walking forward and leave the mud behind. Thank you for listening. If you found this useful, do consider subscribing to this channel, share this with other people, and bye for now.